Hi, Hope. It's Caitlin. Today, I am going to talk to you about Matthew 26:17 through 30. Before I start that, though, I just want to say, isn't it nice that it's springtime? I'm just so happy that there's sun, that it's warm. I don't hate snow. I actually like snow, but by this time of year, I don't want it anymore. I hope you have had some time to be outside this season and see the growth and the refreshing of life that we're seeing in the world around us. All right, Matthew 26:17 through 30. One of the things that struck me was, I'm sure something that has had much commentary written about it, but Judas, who would betray him, asking, "Is it I, Rabbi?" And Jesus saying to him, "You have said so." I thought about this because I can't know in my time here today what Judas was thinking when he said that. Was he intentionally lying? Did he know that he was lying when he asked that question? Or was he lying to himself as much as he was lying to the group? Was he trying to hide the thing he had just done? Or was he trying to make it fit who he thought of himself as? Immediately before this passage, in verses 14 through 16, is where Judas makes the agreement to betray Jesus. And so it's right there in the text. It has just happened. And we know that it happened. We know how it happened because we have the hindsight of knowing the whole book. And Jesus knows what will happen because Jesus is omniscient and God. But what it made me think about reading it this time was the way that I construct a narrative about myself. So I don't know if Judas was lying to himself and lying to Jesus, or just lying to God. But it made me think about the ways in which I think of myself as a specific type of person. Maybe I am a person who is thoughtful and kind, and so I couldn't unintentionally hurt someone with something I said because that's not part of who I am. So when someone comes to me and says, "This thing you said hurt me," I have to sit with that and think, instead of reacting as it couldn't, because I am a kind and thoughtful person, and therefore a thing I said would not unintentionally hurt you, I have to think about that thing in relation to this idea I have of who I am. And so it made me wonder if Judas saw himself as the betrayer, or if he somehow justified to himself what he had literally just agreed to do. And it made me think about the ways that I build my own self-narratives and how I have to face those when I see evidence of things I have done that don't necessarily fit that narrative. What it made me think about too, as we continued on, and Jesus talks about the bread and the wine, the blood of the covenant, is this familiar passage from communion we talk about so many times that it feels kind of rote, but it shouldn't, because what it should do is remind us of who we are in Christ. So when I'm thinking about these narratives I built about myself, like I'm kind and I'm smart and I'm thoughtful, how often do those narratives include the truth I know from the Bible that I am a sinner, but I was redeemed by Christ? So looking at it and seeing, this is the blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins. So that's what I was thinking about while I was reading this. I don't know what you were thinking about, but I hope that as you are preparing during Holy Week for this Easter season, that you are thinking about the ways that God cares for you, the ways that God has forgiven your sin, but also the ways that we as humans need that forgiveness and need that grace, and how we can apply that to ourselves and those around us. So that's what I'm trying to think about this Easter season. Thank you so much, and I will see you later. Bye.